Hello fellow Zimbabweans, my name is Langton Chirinda and I will be standing in as an independent presidential candidate in the Zimbabwe 2018 elections. As some of you might already heard about me, since I launched my presidential bid on the 14th of September in Harare, Zimbabwe. I know one first question that you have is, who is this guy? Where am I coming from? And this is why I'm doing this presentation today, so that at least you may know who I am, and you know what drives me, and you know where my passion is in this vision. To begin with, I was born and bred in a village called Mpeti under Chief Chiduku in Nyazura, Rusape. And then in the 1980s, early 1980s, we moved on to a resettlement area in Rukweza, Nyazura as well. Currently I'm 45 years old. I pretty much grew up in the village, and I am proud of that as well. So when I'm going to speak about what I believe about the things that are affecting people in the villages and even those that are in the cities, I'm speaking from experience. I've lived there. I know how life can be hard in the villages, and I also know that if there is hope, we can also invest in the future of our children and our parents and everyone else who lives in the village. So let me begin to say what are my qualifications, what are my experiences, and what is my promise. At a higher level, I've got a master's in business administration, an MBA from Australia. I also have a master's in marketing. I also have got qualifications in project management and property, and I'm actually a licensed real estate agent in Australia. And also at the moment, I'm studying a Juris Doctor, which is a degree in law at Bond University in Queensland, and I finished in December 2017. So I believe that with the collectivity of my business and law experiences and law qualifications, I will be able to understand the whole issue of driving our economy in a bigger picture. I've run businesses in Zimbabwe, I've run businesses in Australia, I've run businesses in Zambia. So in my view, Zimbabwe has to be looked at from a business perspective. Nations today are being run as if you're running a business. So the president of a nation should be more like a CEO of a business. They must be able to understand how best to drive value for their nation and for the region at large. And even as they do that, they must understand where they are situated from a global perspective, whether the products and services, whether their philosophies and policies are able to drive value across the world. Because we now live in a global village. I thank you. And this is the starting point of my campaign. At least now you know that at least I've got a passion for the people of Zimbabwe from the perspective that I understand how life is so difficult at the moment. For the villager, for a young person who has completed a degree, for the parents who are struggling to actually fend for their children, for parents who are actually struggling to look for school fees, for parents who are actually struggling and workers who are struggling to even get the money that they've worked for from the banks. And this is an issue of concern to any presidential leadership. And I'm surprised that at the moment we don't seem to have any solutions to such issues. And this is why I believe that I've got the promise for a good hope. I thank you.